Hello, welcome to a special edition of Inside the Birds, our latest Chalk Talk series, and I'm super excited. Adam and I are both really pumped up about our guest today. He is Syracuse's offensive coordinator, Jeff Nixon, but he's also been an Eagles coach under Andy Reid. He's been a coach under Chip Kelly. He's been a coach at Temple, and, pertinent to this interview as well, he was last year in the NFL running backs coach of the New York Giants, which means, folks, you can't get a better source of information on the Eagles MVP running back this year outside the Eagles organization than this man, Jeff Nixon, who spent the year coaching him in New York. And Jeff, first of all, thanks for coming on. I know how busy you are. Congratulations on Syracuse's success this year, 10-3. You won your bowl
Thank you.
game. Offense looked good, and really appreciate you coming on with us today.
Oh, that's no problem. I always love talking Philadelphia sports. I really appreciate you guys having me on tonight.
Yeah, no doubt. You're a Pennsylvania guy. We'll get into that a little bit. A former Penn State running back and former West Virginia running back. Let's get started on the obvious here with Saquon.
Okay.
When I reached out to you when the Eagles got Saquon, I told you I was a little skeptical just because of, as you know, coaching under Andy, the Eagles organization, they like to throw the ball. They don't pay free agent running backs. So it wasn't about the player. It was just about the fit and the identity. I was skeptical. You said you thought it was going to be a home run. So do you want to take your victory lap now?
Nah.
Man, I tell you what, it's really a no-brainer. When you get a chance to I graduated from Penn State as well, so I've always followed Saquon's career, as a Penn Stater, and then finally getting the chance to coach him, with the New York Giants. Man, you could just see that the talent that oozes out of out of Saquon. I mean, he's just so talented, big, fast, can catch, can block. Is really a true three-down back, and just really an explosive player. And with the Eagles getting a chance to pick him up, I knew I kind of had a feeling to go along with Hurts and that the receivers they have and the offensive line there. I knew he was going to have a big year, and really proud of him and excited to see what he's going to do for the Eagles during this playoff run.
Jeff, we have this running tradition, whether it's a former Eagles executive, Joe Banner, who was there when you were there.
Yes.
Yeah, and Jeff and I have known Joe forever. But whether it's a former coach, former player, there seems to be like this deal where, okay, it's not about running the ball, it's about throwing it. What was the vibe like? Was it 4 years you were under Andy? Does that sound right?
Yes, sir. Yep, 4 years.
Okay. So you were there with Andy. You were coaching special teams and other stuff there, but you being in the building, was it this vibe like, okay, it's about throwing the football? What was the belief, the organizational belief of offense, running, throwing? What did you think when you were there?
I was fortunate. I was in a dual position, so I was with the special teams, and was assistant running back coach. I mean, I don't think it was necessarily, we threw the ball a lot. Coach Reid likes to throw the football. Marty Mortwig, one of my main mentors, he likes to throw the football. I know Marty believes in, the win football games and the score points. You got to be able to throw the football, first and foremost. So, when you got a talent like McNabb and we had a really good pass blocking offensive line, so we were able to, run that West Coast passing game and get a lot of completions and, make a lot of big plays. And it was highly successful for Coach Reid, in his tenure at, with the Philadelphia Eagles. But we also had some really good running backs, so we were, there were years where, we had a balanced attack. Westbrook had over 1,000 yards. We had 1 year we had McCoy had over 1,000, Vic had over 1,000, close to 1,000 yards rushing, and we led the league. And at the time, it was a record. We had 100 yards in every single, an unbreakable record. We had 100 yards rushing in every single game. Michael Vick's first year as a starter, and we led the league in rushing. So, we were able to have balance on offense, and but I don't think it was really a concerted effort to say, okay, we're going to throw, 70% of the time. I think just the circumstances ended up that way.
Two things occurred to me just listening to you talk there is A, you've coached some really special running backs in your life, and you're yourself are a running back. You've coached B. West, Coach LaShawn McCoy, and of course Saquon Barkley. I'm trying to think if there's anybody else in Carolina or San Francisco that is on that level. Those may be maybe the three.
McCaffrey.
Oh,
McCaffrey.
McCaffrey. That's right.
Oh,
Man,
McCaffrey,
I've
Carolina.
been blessed, man. Reggie Bush in Miami
yeah,
and
there you go.
Oh,
Lamar
that's right.
Miller.
You were with Miami too,
Yeah,
man. You
man.
coached them
Had
all.
some great ones, man. It's been
Lamar Miller. Wow.
And also, it stuck out to me that you were on the coaching staff the last time the Eagles and Packers played each other in the
oh my god, I
playoffs.
remember that game like it was yesterday. It's
Yeah,
sick to my
we'll get
stomach.
into that.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness,
Uh-oh.
man.
yeah,
Oh man, that's a
yeah. That was a rough one at the late
yeah,
2010.
the last pass to Riley Cooper, man. I was hoping we would break it up, or man, we were
Yeah,
that close. The winning that game. That was tough.
right. How would you get it with Saquon? I mean, all those great, talented running backs you caught. The one thing is they were all fast. They were all elusive. Is there something that really sticks out about Saquon when you compare him to all the great running backs you've been with?
I think really he's probably either the first or second most talented guy I've ever coached. It'd be a close second with somebody. Somebody asks me this question all the time. I never try to answer, but he'd probably first, but it'd be like 1 and 2 with somebody else that I've coached. But man, he's just special. I mean, great kid, work ethic, do anything for the team. Works his butt off in the offseason. Teammates love him. Absolutely love him. I mean, he's a team first guy. I wanted him to go for the record. I texted him last man, you need to go for this record, man. Like, this is history, and he was just like, thanks. And, he's a real humble kid. I just think like he's really, really explosive for how big he is. The way he hits the line of scrimmage is second to none right now, I think, in the NFL. Like he sees a crease, he's able to read his initial read, at the line of scrimmage once he gets the ball, and if he finds a hole, he's gonna burst through it, and good things are gonna happen. I think his burst, through the line of scrimmage is really, really what makes him, a special ball carrier, and then a special running back. Like you said, in today's NFL, you got to be a good blocker. You got to be able to catch the ball in the backfield. He has tremendous hands. I mean, tremendous hands. I mean, he can catch everything. I mean, one-handed catches. I mean, whatever you need.
Christian McCaffrey, you mentioned him in passing. What was it like to work with him?
Oh, he's another. They're like clones, man. Like just great kid, man. Wants to be coached, wants to be great. Always searching for ways to get better. Works his butt off. His work ethic is incredible. Again, also another 3-down back who, obviously, had 1,000 yards receiving, had 1,000-yard rushing in one season. Just a really, really good person, good player, does everything right. And it'd be hard pressed for me to pick one of those two guys if I've had to pick a starting running back right now in today's NFL. Those two guys are definitely special. And what's great about them, they compete with each other. They're friends, but they compete. Yeah, oh yeah.
I didn't
really
know. So McCaffrey and Barkley are friends.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh
Oh
yeah.
wow, how about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're friends. So they have some friendly competitions. From time to time. Saquon would always ask me about Christian and what does he do? They talk on the phone. They have a little competition.
Jeff, you coach running backs along with being the offensive coordinator at Syracuse. Do your kids, the guys who are playing for you, do they ask you about Saquon? Because he's been everywhere, and then ever since the reverse hurdle, which is now in Madden, right? I mean, do they ask you about him and what it was like? And
they do, and I promised a couple of them in the offseason, I'm gonna get them on FaceTime, Zoom calls, and be able to ask Christian and Saquon, all those guys questions about NFL football, about playing running back, about staying healthy, about off-season regiment, and so forth. They ask a lot. A lot of our kids are from Jersey area, so they know Saquon and know him from Penn State or from the Giants. We got a lot of kids from Jersey and New York, on the team at Syracuse. So they love Saquon, and when he made that move, that was one of a kind. I mean, I don't even know how to explain how you even could do that. It's almost like it was slow motion for him. Like that's like unexplainable. Like that was just incredible.
Geoff, you coach with Jeff Hafley, who's Green Bay Packers, right? They're
That's
playing
right.
the Eagles this week. So what can you tell us about Geoff?
Jeff's a great coach, man. Really good coach. He was a DB coach when I was in San Francisco. And got a chance to, talk to him over the years when he was the head coach at Boston College. Jeff's going to attack on defense. I mean, they're going to play cover three. They're a big cover three team, carry team. I mean, that's what they believe in, and they're going to try to get after you on third down, with their pressure packages. But Coach Hafley's done a really nice job his first year, as the defensive coordinator, with the Packers. It's good to see. Like I said, it should be a great matchup, man, with that offense versus the Packers defense.